Well, I did have another video I was planning to do today, but then we got some exciting news from Iron Factory, the third party known for their amazing legend scale figures. Let's start off with the one I'm most excited for, which is IFEX45 Yoroi Shishimaru, which apparently if you plug it into Google Translate means thank you in Japanese. But if you separate them out, Yoroi means armor, and Shishimaru means round lion. So maybe that's more in line with what they meant, because this is obviously Iron Factory's version of Lio Convoy, or Lio Prime as he's sometimes known. But what makes this Lio Convoy different is that he's got more of a samurai theme to him, hence the Yoroi armor. Now while some may be disappointed that he's not more faithful to the original version of Lio Convoy, personally I think this is a welcome change. I definitely prefer this to that weird blocky unicorn lion thing that was a repaint of Titan Returns Alpha Trion. Now here we have a shot of him in lion mode, and as you may be able to tell, the crest on his lion head is shaped like the Matrix. It's like they took the original Matrix of leadership and bent it into this shape. You can even see the finger holes on the handles. I also like how his mane is done up as armor as well. So even in lion mode he's armored. He's a samurai kitty cat. That's about all there is to say about this guy. I'll definitely be looking forward to picking him up. So let's move on to the next big reveal. It's IFEX46 Honeskumoki, which I couldn't find a translation for. If you know what it means, please let me know down in the comments. But he is clearly Iron Factory's version of Bludgeon. Somewhat similar to their Lio Convoy, this is a weird but cool take on the traditional Bludgeon. The first noticeable difference is that instead of his usual normal skull chest, he has what looks like an Oni mask chest. Another weird thing is that instead of hiding his skull chest in vehicle mode, it's right there front and center. And the third thing is that he has a third mode, although it's more of a half mode, in that he also has a spider tank mode, which looks especially creepy with that big Oni face. It almost looks like some kind of monster you'd see in a Japanese horror movie. I mean, never mind the tank turret on top. If you saw this thing scuttling after you at high speed, you'd be terrified. Now something he and Lio Convoy have in common here is the samurai motif. But obviously that's the usual standard for Bludgeon. So it's interesting that they're kind of setting these two up as rivals. The heroic samurai and the evil samurai. It is odd and a little disappointing that Lio Convoy only seems to come with one sword though, while Bludgeon comes with two swords. One that looks to be a little shorter than the other, as well as what looks like a shotgun. I do wish Lio Convoy came with some kind of blaster as well, since the original was traditionally known for using lots of cannons and less so a sword. It has me wondering though, could Iron Factory be setting up for remolded versions of these two down the line? They could remold Lio Convoy to get rid of all the samurai armor and just make him a regular lion, and then swap out the sword for his more traditional cannons. And then they could probably do something similar but simpler with Bludgeon, where they remold the Oni mask back into his original skull chest, and maybe keep all the weapons the same, but just do them in a slightly different color scheme. Maybe a slightly different shade of green, and swap out the gold parts for a bone white. Then you'd have the option for both types of people. Those who want to keep it traditional, and those who want something a little different. We've also got some other shots here of some of their other figures. We've got one of their Transmetal 2 Megatron. He looks awesome, but we've already seen him at other conventions. We've also got a shot of their big IDW style Ultra Magnus with Minimus Ambus. This guy looks like a beast. Just look at all those missile pods and giant cannons all over him. Even Minimus Ambus himself looks to be holding a little mini Gatling gun of his own. But again, we've seen the gray prototype before. Hopefully we'll see him in color soon. I also wonder if they'll do a Powered Commander style repaint of him eventually as a TFCon exclusive. That would be pretty cool. They can even repaint Minimus Ambus as Alpha Trion like Takara did with their version of the Generations Ultra Magnus that was also based on the IDW version of the character. I don't know why Takara chose to do that. I guess maybe they hadn't gotten that far in the comics over in Japan? Or maybe they just wanted to be different. Anyways, I think that would be a really cool TFCon exclusive repaint of this guy. Either that, or maybe they could do something that homages Sentinel Maximus, the combined form of Primal Prime and Ape Link back from the old BotCon days. That would be nice to see, and something fairly unique, as I don't think anyone, either official or unofficial, has homaged that figure ever. Anyways, let me know what you think of these new reveals and what kind of repaints or remolds you'd like to see. Maybe a Galvatron Colors version of Lio Convoy. Or how about a Blast Wave redeco of Bludgeon? As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Remember to hit like, subscribe, ring the bell, share, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you back here for more third-party Transformers news.